do here. We roll with the punches. I am here with my beautiful co-host, Mr. Marc, the man with the plan. I am driving on the expressway from the Jersey Shore back to the Philadelphia area, trying not to get pulled over and crash.
Nice.
Marc, where are you today?
I'm in the office per usual, getting my day started. Got a bunch to do today. Got a couple new agents coming on today. Excited about that. So running as usual, my friend. Did you go to the beach, or where are you coming from when you say the Jersey Shore? Were you legit at the beach this weekend?
Yeah, so I did Sea Isle for a couple days with my brother-in-law. I love Sea Isle. Look, let me tell you, can I go off on a tangent right now?
Sure.
Have you ever had duck donuts?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
I'm going to tell you, Bruno.
Duck donuts are delicious.
Bruno, what's up? He misses me from Facebook. I miss you too, Bruno. Don't tell everyone this is Brad Devine, not Chad Levine. So wait a second. I got to tell you. So Sea Isle to me has everything. It's funny. So I'm Jewish, you know that. I grew up. Jews go to like the Ventnor, Margate,
sure,
that area. It's cultural,
and so do the Italians. They commingle.
Yeah, that's right.
I go where you go.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Margate's Italians and Jewish. That's right.
Yep.
Everyone goes to Jerry Blavitt's spot.
Memories. We go to memories.
Yeah. So anyway, when I grew up, it's funny. Like everything to me, I didn't have exotic foods. I didn't have, and we always talk about food, but I don't know. I love food. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, and my brother-in-law's friend goes out and gets food, and he gets duck donuts. I never had a duck donut.
So good. What kind did you have? They have so many crazy options.
Dude, I had the s'mores.
Oh.
But wait, I didn't stop there.
You had more than one?
Wait, so I had the s'mores, and then I had the glazed with vanilla frosting.
Oh, so good.
But then I had something with peanut butter on
it. How many donuts did you have?
Dude, is my wife watching the show?
No, I don't think she's on the show today. I think she was working from home.
It's kind of like Jews and bagels. I had 3.5 donuts.
No way. Dude, that's like 3 days worth of calories for you. Like you can't be doing that. It's not healthy. Where'd you go?
Part of the reason why I'm looking at a less than ideal angle in the camera right now, if you know what I'm saying.
The best part is the camera froze because you're driving and your face was like this. It was the most awkward freeze. So anyway, what else is going on? How's everything else going?
Everything's good, man. Look, I want to tell everyone out there, I know you're getting these calls. Into crazy real estate analytics, right? Mm-hmm. Do me a favor, everyone. Like rates are normalized. Like we haven't seen much movement. It's like here, there. Just stop being a little wussy and buy. Just buy your house and stop it already.
I have people that are just waiting, and they've been waiting for, they were waiting when it was 2.5% for the week that it was because they thought the prices were too high. Now they're waiting because they feel like interest rates are too high. Listen, there's never a perfect time to buy. There's never a perfect time to do anything. What's that? Nothing awkward with you guys. No, there's never anything awkward with us. So, no, seriously, there's never a perfect time to do anything in life, right? You just live your life. You make good, calculated decisions and live your life. Right now, rates are historically low. Why not? And banks are lending money. This isn't 2008 when they put a freeze on everything. This is a great time to buy. And there's actually some inventory out there. So Bruno will tell you, he's freaking crushing it. Right, Bruno? Talk to us about the race, buddy. So I can't tell if you're frozen. You actually look like an emoji right now. You're going like this.
Just keep going with the show, man. I think it's the expressway.
Yeah, I don't know where you're at. Listen, all right, so either way, we're taking neighborhood spotlights into a different direction, right? So now I'm going to have you just shut up for a second because we can't hear anything that you're saying. But we are taking neighborhood spotlights to a different direction now, right? And we've been in Newtown for the longest time because obviously that's where the Opus office is. And, we've expanded our roots with Opus. And aside from that, our audience base has increased, and we've exhausted almost all of our, this is Neighborhood Spotlights. This is something that we do to interview and reach out to local businesses. We've exhausted most of the local businesses in Newtown. So That being said, since I'm alone now, rates are 5 minutes. Yeah, not bad, man, for sure. So, that being said, I think it's time that we take it to a different direction and we start focusing on other communities that we service. We do have another office in downtown Langhorne. So without further ado, let me bring our guests on right now. I'm going to bring Christina Swain, who runs the Langhorne office. She is our point person over there. Christina, are you here?
Yeah, can you hear me?
What's up? I can hear you. And Christina has a special guest here, Jean-Georges. Comment allez-vous?
Jean-Marc.
Jean-Marc. Jean-Georges is the restaurant. Jean-Marc, comment allez-vous? Je
I'm
m'appelle
doing
Marc.
well, thank you. Thank
Good.
you, Marc.
That's all I know in French, by the way. I know about 3 words. I took about 5 years of French. I speak Italian, but it's very nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
And you said you can go by either Marc or Jean-Marc. You don't care, correct?
Yeah, either way, I think Marc is good for you.
Marc is good. We'll make it easier. So we got Marc and Marc. Chad's back on. Christina's here. Christina, take it away. I want to know a little bit about Marc. If you can, dig in a little bit deeper. I see you're obviously in Langhorne. I see that beautiful historic building behind us. Tell us where you're at, first of all.
So we're at his studio, and the Wi-Fi does not work well, or I'm just going to say the cell signal inside is not good at all because we are behind those old stone walls. So we decided we're going to come outside.
It's a beautiful day. You couldn't ask for better weather. Couldn't ask for better weather to do that, right? So where are you?
Location.
Yeah.
Where
are
on
you?
Location at the next mural he's going to be putting up, and it starts this weekend.
Okay.
It's going to start putting it together. See, now when I thought of a mural before, I always thought somebody stood there and they just painted the wall. Like that's what I would think.
Is that not the case?
What do you think? No,
that's what
tell us how you do the mural.
Yeah. Well, this is the right way of doing a mural is to go and paint, but you have to deal with the weather. When it's too hot or too cold, the paint doesn't adhere very well. It gets thick. It's difficult to use. And also it's more difficult to do details when you're very close to the wall. So my solution is to come and paint everything on canvas and then bring the canvas outside and glue it against the wall itself.
Oh, nice. And
so what we are going to do this weekend is come with the rolls of paper and just glue everything on the wall. It's going to take a weekend, a full weekend to apply, but it will be there and ready to see on Monday morning.
So at this point, the mural is complete. It's ready to go. You just have to basically fasten it to the wall.
That's
How long?
correct.
Let me ask you, Marc. So something like that, and I see that obviously we're putting a billboard up at our Pocono office, and obviously this is vinyl, but they do it the same way. They mount the vinyl and so on. But the one thing that they told me is that this has to be replaced every year. Is that the case? You put a lot of time into a mural. Is it accurate that you're going to have to replace this every year, or do you use a certain material that will last a longer period of time?
That's a great question, Marc. And actually, this mural is going to last at least 20 years, or if not more. This is a solution that has been applied in Philadelphia. A lot of murals are done that way.
Okay.
So you wouldn't have to worry. Actually, next time, come to me and I'll show you.
because guess what? They charge you $2,000 every time they replace that vinyl. So I may have to come to you and figure out what kind of glue you're using, Marc. So I guess let's talk a little bit. Let's first of all talk about the work that you've done, because you've been doing this a long time. So let's talk about some of the projects that you've done. And then also, how does someone commission you to actually take on a project? Do they just reach out to you and say, "Hey, Marc, I have a wall that I want to have something painted on," or like how do you find your work? Is it mainly referral based?
It's both referral based, or people can reach out to me and say, "Well, I would like a mural." Could be a logo, could be a painting, could be anything. Okay. And then from that point on, I start working with creating a rendering on Photoshop. And then asking questions. So what size do you want it? How big is your wall? Is your wall sturdy enough to receive the mural? Do we need to prime it? And then we go into the topic, what you want to paint on that mural. Okay. So that process allows me to answer all the questions that I have and also resolve some of the questions that someone might have about building a mural. Okay. At some point, the rendering is complete. We agree on the details, the colors, the size, the proportion, and everything. And then this is when I start painting. Usually it takes me a month to 2 months to finish the mural and a weekend to install, depending on the site. Yeah.
Wow. So let's talk about some of your projects. What have you done? Anything that we would recognize in the area or in Philadelphia?
Yes. So if you go to Bristol Borough or Langhorne, you'll see some of my murals.
Okay.
I've worked for different organizations. I've done a mural for Penn Community Bank. That's hot.
That's
actually,
on the back in Mill Street, on the back of the building.
Yes,
yeah.
I know exactly
Really
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how to opened a new tasting room on your street in Bristol as well. You can go in and have a whiskey and look at the mural itself.
I may just do that tonight, and if I do, I'll take a picture. I'll be in Bristol tonight, so.
Are you going to Bristol too? I am too.
Oh, great! I'll be in Bristol too.
At Jules.
Oh, okay. We'll meet up after. I'm going to see Kara where is it? The tavern over there, Pines Tavern. We're going to see
you're the
Kara.
Pines. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to see my friend Dana play.
Awesome.
Okay.
So let's talk about some of the projects that you've done. So you've done the Bristol projects, obviously. Anything else that you would recognize? Have you done work in Philly?
I haven't done any work in Philly. So I'm mostly working in Bucks County, Lower Bucks.
Okay.
I have a piece in Montgomery County as well.
Okay.
So I'm open to extra locations, absolutely.
So, and we have a pretty large, viewer base. If someone wanted to, would you explore other areas? Are you okay with going into the city, or do you want to stick to Bucks and Montco for the most part?
I'm open to extend to other locations, and the fact that I build everything in my studio, and it's very quick to install, so I don't have a problem with that. Could be out of state even, if needed.
Okay. So can we get some more details about your project and what's going on? Who commissioned you for the project that you're going to be installing on Monday? Can you give us details about what you did paint, or is that something that kept the wraps?
Yeah, so Pat Mervine from the Langhorne Council for the Arts reached out to me about 2 years ago, just before COVID, and she was interested in building that big mural for the 19th Amendment anniversary, which was like a couple of years ago. But because of COVID, we had to put the plans on hold. And we recently got back into the project, and we discussed what should be displayed. So the mural is to honor some of the women of Langhorne who did extraordinary things in their lives.
Okay.
Some of them are doctors. There's the arts, the sports. So we have a total of 7 women displayed on the mural itself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's amazing what's come out of Langhorne. I listened to a presentation on it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and.
There he goes. He's gonna try.
Okay.
So it's pretty neat.
I got a call.
The mural,
What I was gonna say is, when is Christina gonna be on the mural? That's all I was gonna say.
Well, this is what I was going to say. So we have space left for future women making extraordinary things in or outside of Langhorne, as long as the person lives in Langhorne.
Sure.
we better start on it. I'm gonna get on it for best party.
I think you're working on that. So, so that's fantastic. So Monday is the reveal. Are they doing some kind of? Do they do like a ribbon cutting?
Next Sunday.
Oh, next Sunday
is our the 28th?
The 28th at 2:00.
28th at 2:00. The Langhorne Council for the Arts is going to have the party or unveiling to the public.
How does that work? We'll definitely be out. Mark, how does that work? Because obviously you're going to be putting this up, and the mural will be there. Do you drape the mural and then drop it as the reveal, or does everyone just come out and honor it at their own leisure?
So it's going to be on the open for the whole week. That is installed.
We can sneak out and preview it.
We can sneak out and
take some selfies in front of it. That's fantastic.
So there's going to be a podium, and people are going to have. Well, we're going to have speakers as well.
Okay. Oh, really? Very nice. Very nice. Mark, what is the next project that you have going on? Do you have anything else lined up, or are you available?
I'm available, so I'm open to any project that are coming my way.
And do you do like portraits? If somebody said, "Hey, I want a painting of myself done," you do that?
Yeah, I've done portraits of houses, pets, and people, and so I'm open to any commission.
Okay, fantastic. Well, Mark, let me ask you: Is
my favorite one? That's on.
I love that one right there. That is fantastic. So Mark, do you? Just out of curiosity, Mark, do you do smaller portraits, or is everything mural based?
I think I know where this is going, Mark.
Yep.
I think that our host is going to be requesting a building size mural of either the entire Gatta family on Newtown Street, or just kind of. I don't know if you can pick up his vibe. And I'm going to refer you. Can I call you Jean? I like Jean better. Can I do that?
You can call me Jean.
Yeah. Marc. All right, I'm gonna mute Chad again. So anyway, so do you do smaller portraits, or is everything mural based for the most part?
So I do smaller portraits, smaller size paintings as well. And unfortunately, Wi-Fi doesn't work inside, so I would have shown you some of my work. Sure. I can go from 10 by 12 and up to with no limit.
So you do have an inventory of work should somebody want to come in and purchase something, correct?
That is correct, yes.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and no obligation, but I'll tell you what we've done a few times in my Newtown office. So we have our main office is in Newtown on State Street, and we're a couple doors away from the Countryside Framing. I don't know if you've ever been in there before, but it's an art studio, and they do framing, and they have a ton of work in there. A lot of them are local artists, and a lot of them aren't. So we've had a few art shows at my building where Opus will provide cocktails, whether it's champagne or whatever it may be.
That's how we met, or we got together.
That's exactly where we met.
Sounds like bad, but
cocktails are very important.
Yeah. So Mertz, he's another artist. Mertz DeLeo's another artist. So that's watching the show. But anyway, so we do this, and we've featured local artists. And just had a night to celebrate them, where we'll have, we had a jazz musician outside, we had some cocktails and food inside, and we basically transformed our office into an art studio where we would set up the work and we would help promote it via social media and just local mailers. And it tends to be a nice night. So we've done numerous art shows at my office, and I'd love to extend that to you. If that's something that you're interested in, you can talk to me. And we could set something up, and it would be my pleasure. No, I mean, obviously, there's no cost to you. We would just ask that you bring your work in. The framing shop tends to partner up with us because they have a huge base of clients, obviously, that like art. And, a lot of times they'll get the framing work out of it if you're bringing your art in. So it's a joint venture that we've done between myself, Countryside Framing, and numerous local artists. And we'd love to feature you at some point. Maybe we could do something late fall or before it gets too cold. We'd love to have you here for an art show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Marc. I appreciate
it. Absolutely. My pleasure. And then you have to help me work on my French because I'm still not there yet. After 4 years, I thought I'd be better. But
I'll help you with that.
Very good. Very good. Christina, do you have anything else in closing? Do you want to show us anything or anything to talk about? This is great.
I'm almost afraid to move because of our connection. But no, I would say come out the 28th.
Okay.
And come check out the mural. Without a doubt, because Langhorne Council for Arts and Jean Marc has put a lot into this, and it's going to be really cool. It's just nice to walk the town, see the history, and I think what we'll do is, in the comments of this, we'll throw in some pictures of what he's done already.
Fantastic.
And that'll be the easiest way to do it, and then everybody will see it, but I think that's the best.
So one more time, just to recap, location specifically, because there's a lot of people that are coming from other areas. If somebody's not familiar with Langhorne, where is this mural unveiling, and what is the time, and what can we expect? Just give us one more recap to close out.
Okay. 118? Go ahead.
118 South Bellevue Avenue.
Okay.
Right off Maple Avenue.
Okay.
So the mural is going to be in the back parking lot of the Real Travel building.
Okay. Excellent. And the time again, one more time. Okay.
2 o'clock on Sunday, the 28th. Okay.
All right. Very good. Last question, Jean Marc. If someone wants to get a hold of you to commission some of your work, what would be the best way to get a hold of you?
Email is the best way to reach out to me.
Okay.
My email address is artist@jeanmarcdubus.com.
So artist@jeanmarcdubus.com.
So my first name, last name.com.
Perfect. All right.
My phone number is 215-514-3039.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, Chad. You want to close it out? You got some good signal. You want to close it?
Yes, I do want to close it out. Jean Marc, can you say in French, thank you for watching Neighborhood Spotlights?
Merci de regarder Neighborhood Spotlights.
Perfect. That's it.
Merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Merci, au revoir.
Ciao.
Oh, yeah.
Ciao.
Thanks,
Arrivederci.
Ciao. Over.
Grazie.
We'll be in touch, Christina. Let's get that going. We'll have that art show over here, and we'll feature Jean-Marc. Okay. Thank you all for another episode of Neighborhood Spotlights Chat. We got to get you some better signal. We will see you all again next week at 2:30. Lots of great things planned. See you guys next week. Take care. Have a good one.
See ya.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Ciao.